Well, hello. Welcome to Stamp and Shine with Julie Salva. I am Julie Salva, and you are at the Great American Stampin' Show. I am wearing my crown. Why is that? Because I won last week. Very close race, though, with Shannon West. Shannon, outstanding job. And Brandy and Jody, also outstanding job. You guys, all of these battles are getting close. Did I say battle? It's really not a battle. Brandy says it's a friendly competition. It's a battle. Anyway, they're getting much, much closer. So this week we are doing sketch number 7. Here is sketch 7. If you're like, Julie, your office is a catastrophe. Thank you, I know. Sketch number 7, right here, right here. You will notice it is also a banner. Please remember last time we had a banner, I came in last place. Gonna come in last place again, maybe. I don't know. I'm not great with banners. Anyway, are you ready to see my project? I hope you are. Okay, so here we are. We are doing sketch number 7, season 3, sketch number 7. So, see it? Last time I had to do some kind of banner thing over here, I chose not to do it, and I came in last. Well, guess what? I'm not doing it again because I'm not good at cutting banners, but I will say this does inspire me. So, here's what we got. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green, one of my very favorite greens. I have cut it to 8.5 by 4 1/4, and then I've scored it at 5.5. Okay, so got that. I have a piece of red. This is probably one of my favorite Christmas combinations, Granny Apple Green and red. This is 8.5 by 3, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so got those. I have a white piece that I've cut with the nested dies. Also, a little circle that I've cut with stylish shapes. And then the DSP that I'm using is called Take a Bow. But you could say Take a Bow because it's designed to go with the bow die. I'm not using that today though, but here are the papers. Beautiful, okay? Love the polka dots. Got some fun holly and candy cane stripes. And then this great diagonal. Are you nauseated? No? And these polka dots. So let me show you what I'm doing. Okay, are you ready? So if you remember, there was a focal point at the top of the card. And it was cut like a banner. Well, I'm not doing that. I've just done this. And I'm going to take a piece of the Take a Bow, and I'm going to, using my Stampin' Seal, fold it in half, and then I'm going to mat it with this cute piece of DSP. Okay, so that's what I've got right now. I think you can maybe see where I'm going with this. This fold has been called like a joy fold, maybe, things like that. I don't know. But it's an easy fold. So I'm going to take here, fold right up here. Remember, I scored it already at 5.5. This is going to go right like that. I am going to take, what do I want? I think I do like this diagonal. I've cut this to 2 3/4 by 4. And I am going to adhere that. Y'all, this is the thing. This fold, it's so easy, but it's always a bit of a wow. And especially for people who aren't really familiar with stamping, but regardless, it's just a wow. Look, this is going to go in here. This is going to go here, like so. And we'll be open, and there you go. You'll see it. You'll see it. I'm going to put it all together. Just stay patient. In the meantime, I should probably stamp something, don't you think? So the stamp set that I'm going to use is my new favorite. Love it. Christmas Friends. Christmas Friends. I love these guys. They're so fun. They're so cute. It comes with dies that match it. I'm a fan of everything about it. So for this one, I'm going to do the bear. So I'm going to ink up my little polar bear. Now, I know right now you're like, Julie, how do you know it's a polar bear? Why don't you just like, it could be a brown bear. It could be a black bear. Julie, why are you settling on the fact that it's a polar bear? Well, some of you have been around here long enough to know that the reason I am settling on the fact that it is a polar bear is because a polar bear is white. And that means I don't have to color the whole thing in if I make it a polar bear, right? Right. So, smart. kind of smart, kind of smart. If it was a brown bear or a black bear, I'd have to color so much of it in. I am going to take my Stampin' blends. I've got my Real Red and my Granny Apple Green. I'm going to go with the light Real Red, and I'm just going to color what I can only assume are holly berries on this. So that wasn't hard. I'm also going to color in the bow. Now, I don't think I've made any claim to be the best colorer using blends. I don't think you've ever heard me say that. I feel as if you think I've said it, that you are in error, because I am not the best blend colorer. But what I am is somebody who is pretty solid with the very basics of the blends. So I've colored that in with my light blends, and then because Stampin' Up! Has done all the work for me, I'm going to go in with my dark Real Red, and wherever Stampin' Up! Has done these little lines here, I'm just going to trace them, and they're going to give it just a little bit of dimension. What does it mean when I say a little bit of dimension? Couldn't tell you. Don't know. Okay, now I'm going to color the wreath, and I'm going to use my favorite Granny Apple Green. It's just such a fun green. I mean, I think it goes with so many things. So outline, a little bit of an outline up here. Okay, I know right now you're like, Julie, I don't know why you haven't said you're the best color of blends, because I am astounded at the beauty of what you're creating. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the compliment. All right, I'm going in, color in, and if I wanted to, I could go with my brush tip end. My brush tip end is a little bit worse for wear, though. I've done some things with it. So, but it's still doing the job. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. All right, I'll take my dark and the same thing that I did with the red. I'm just going to kind of go in and wherever the Stampin' Up! People did their little lines, that's what I'm going to do. So I've got that for my polar bear. All right, now the next thing, I'm going to take the circle that I've already die cut out of Stylish Shapes. I'm going to take the Have a Very Merry Christmas. I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of the circle using my Memento Black. And okay, so here's a tip. When you're using a stamp that has some really fine line images, such as this, just set the stamp down like I did and then press lightly with your finger. Rather than pushing it down and going like that, you will avoid smearing, which is what I have done. Okay, so I'm ready to put some things together. Before I do that, though, okay, so if you remember, there is some ribbon tied in this sketch. Let me show you in case you forgot. See, I've already lost the page. Lost the page, but I know it's page 22. Okay. So, sketch number 7, all right, ribbon. Okay, so let me follow the sketch. I'm going to take my white striped trim ribbon, and I am going to tie a big old honking bow right around here. Okay, so I'm just wrapping it around here, and again, I'm just going to tie the, what am I tying? If you said big old honkin' bow, you are correct. I'm scooting it over to the very, very far edge because I want the majority of this space available. Okay, so that's a good bow. It's a good bow. I always get excited when I do a good bow. I feel like I do my best bows with you guys. So, oh, I love that bow. Okay, then I'm going to put this joker on here. My bear, what should we name him? I feel as if the bear should have a name. What about, I like alliteration. So be Barry the bear, Boris the bear. Boris works. Boris sounds like a polar bear name. So Boris it is. Boris the bear. Boris is getting some dimensionals put on the back of him. And then he is going to be adhered. Come on, dimensional thing. What is happening here? Boris is acting wonky to me. Okay, Boris, guess what? You're done. You're done. All right, see? That dimensional's done. I'm just going to get another one. Okay, no one has time, Boris, to fight a dimensional. Okay, let's scoot this over just a little bit more. Oh, so cute. Okay, and Boris is going right there. All right, now I'm going to adhere him on the back. And he is going to go in the card base now. Easy, easy to do. Just to put it there where I want it to be. Okay. Make sure it's straight. And it's not. So make sure it's straight actually means something. It means make sure it's straight. It was not straight, but it's just paper. I'm not scared of it. Hear that, paper? Not scared of you. Okay, there we go. Ta-da. I think that's too low now. Okay. I know you're like, Julie, how in God's green earth did you win last week? I told y'all it was close. I didn't say I ran away with it. Okay, I did cut a white piece for my insert to do my sentiment. 2 3/4 by 4. That'll go right there. Okay, and then Boris is going to, I think I'm just going to adhere him. I don't think I'm going to pop dot. Okay. So, have a very Merry Christmas. That's cute. All right, not done though. Not done. You know the very end is where I come on strong. Very end is where I come on strong. Okay, so I want some red gems. Well, I don't really have any red in the color that I like. But what I do have are these rhinestone gems and a dark red marker. Observe. Prepare to be amazed. Did you know you could color your gems with a blend? Well, I don't know if you knew it or not, but you can. And I'm doing it now. Okay, so I'm going to let them dry for just a minute. Now, while I have Boris the bear here, I like Boris, but I'm not going to lie, I feel like this striped iridescent ribbon here is just a little too foofy for a bear named Boris. I mean, I'm certain that Boris would be like, Salva, we don't sparkle. We don't have sparkle ribbon for bears, polar bears named Boris. Well, I have a solution. Observe. Do you guys remember this ribbon here? I think I just lost my light. I did. Okay. You guys remember this ribbon? Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I've already done. I learned this from my friend Rhonda. I'm just going to pull some strings out of it. Just pull some strings. This is enough. I really, really like the rustic look of these. So I'm going to separate them up a little bit. And now I'm just going to tie a bow. You know, even it up. Oh, it's cute. I'm going to take a glue dot. And hold on. I know you're like, what are you doing, Julie? You already had a bow on there. You know, I'm sorry about the light. I think I pulled it out of the plug with my feet. So hopefully I won't have to redo this again. And I'm just going to attach this rustic bow. Oh, I like that. Here in the midst of this pretty bow. Kind of finagle around a little bit. You guys know that word, right? So that my Boris bear doesn't look too foofy. I really like that. Okay, last thing, going back to my red gems now that I let dry. And I will pull one up so very easily. I'm going to go to this tip. Okay. And put one there. And I'll put one here. Do I want it here? You know what? I think I want it here. I think I'm going to move this one down here. And I'll put this one up here. Finagle my ribbon again and Ta-da. Ta-da. What do you think? Well, what did you think? I hope you liked Boris the polar bear. Why is he a polar bear? Because I'm too lazy to color him. I hope you enjoyed the tips, which are coloring your gems, adding texture to your ribbon, and I hope that you like this interpretation of sketch number 7. Now, exciting news. We are having a Great American Stampin' Show party. What's that you say? A party? How do I get to go? Well, it is an exclusive invite to a Zoom party featuring all 4 of the Great American Stampin' Show girls. And the way that you get your invite is by placing a $35 order with your gas demonstrator by the end of the month. If you do that, you will get an invite to the party. We're going to have demonstrations. We're going to have a game or two. We'll have some door prizes, and it's going to be a super fun hour. So I hope that you choose to take advantage of that. Now, here's what we need you to do. We need you to vote. How do you vote? You click thumbs up. Look in my description, and you will see the links to Brandy, Jody, and Shannon's projects. Watch all of them. Vote for the one you like best, Boris. And we will let you know who won first thing Monday morning. Have a great week, and thank you again for watching the Great American Stampin' Show. Bye-bye.